Hi everybody, Monica here. Hey, with your 5-minute therapy. So I'm so excited to see you here again. And I have a little game for you. How about that? So I know you're doing your self-treatments and working on your ball and doing your stretching. If you have questions about it, always please reach out because I'm here. You can see me. You can comment on any of the posts and I'm going to get it. All right? You're going to get a response. Okay, I got a game and I have a piece of paper that's falling out. So it's actually a recycled piece of paper. Okay, so you don't need much for this. It's very cheap. Okay, but very effective and pretty amazing. So we're gonna have some fun. See what I'm doing here? I made a little folder, right? I got a piece of paper. It's blank. Okay, it's got writing on the other side, doesn't matter. But it's blank on this one side. And you're going to grab a pen. I don't have a pen because I'm not going to be doing that right now. I'm actually going to do it later afterwards so I can also join you in this game. So, all right. So, you know how often we think about like, oh, I want this and like I want to stop hurting or it's always the same. Like my back's always hurting and it's been hurting for 20 years and maybe, you know, I have migraines and I can't do anything about it. I have to take medications and we're just like in this route, right? The same thing over and over again. And life becomes pretty much like every day is like recycles the other day that we, you know, we're so like we're using the opportunity to actually change things, right? Because like I had back pain yesterday, I'm gonna have back pain today, and I'm gonna have back pain tomorrow. It's just always gonna be the same. Or maybe I'm trying to lose that 5 or 10 pounds, and I didn't lose it last year, so I probably won't lose it this year, and so maybe next year is just gonna be the same again. And well, do you want to live a life like that? I know you don't because you're not like that, but I'm just kind of giving a big example. But so maybe there's things that are challenging you still, yeah? And you know, you can always share with me. But this is something that we're going to have fun with, actually. But if you want to take it deeper, it can be very profound as well. So it's your choice. You can take it seriously as well while you're having some fun. And think of it as your first page of your new life where you actually achieved what you always wanted. What would that be? And you know, I'm talking about health in particular here and feeling good in your body. So we're going to focus on that. But you can take it anywhere to anything that you would want to achieve. I'm not going to limit you. All right. So we're just going to do some simple little thing today. So I want you to take a piece of paper, fold it in half so you can see that line. Okay. Because it's important. You want to see that line. And if you like, okay, you probably can see it. If you want to take a marker and like write, you know, make a straight line down through this folding, that will be helpful too. You don't have to. So I want you to take a piece of paper and you're going to take this first page, right? So you actually want to have this page, right? This one. So if I open my folder, I close it, right? So it's this one. Then I open it, right? There's this one. So I think I'm reverse on the video. It's funny. But anyway, it doesn't really matter that much. But so I'm going to have you take a piece of that piece of paper and a pen. And what I want you to do is just don't think much about it, but just write down whatever comes to mind that you're struggling with. Okay? Just describe, you know, it may be your back pain or it may be your weight or lack of sleep, anxiety, lack of purpose in life, sort of floundering and like not knowing what to do, and lack of motivation. Maybe you feel always exhausted and always tired. Maybe you just don't have that energy in your life coming to you, and you feel like, my life's kind of bleak. But maybe, it's not bleak. Maybe it's wonderful. Maybe you have so many amazing things and projects, and you have an amazing family, and everything's going great. But you feel like you're under a lot of stress because you need to deliver. So it's like a lot of stress in your life, and you sometimes lose yourself in everything that's happening. So there's anxiety that comes in sometimes. So anything that comes up, right? It can be about your body. It can be about your state of being, how you are in the world. So write it down. Write it down. Describe that self that you want to say goodbye to. Okay? Those things that if you could, and don't let your imagination be limited. Don't think, oh no, I could never like lose 10 pounds. No, just write it down. Put that 10 pounds I want to, that I want to lose. So put everything down that you feel like you kind of gonna want to get rid of in your life. So that's on one side of the paper. On the other side, so you can now just kind of look at it and, okay, so that's my life. These are the things that I want to change, and be honest with yourself. So this is where you can take it deeper, because you can have fun, but you can take it deeper when you're like really honest. So, okay, I am sort of like not really admitting to myself that I am not allowing myself to have that time to reflect and step back, because I'm always keeping busy, and it's just making me so anxious, and it's kind of draining my energy. So yeah, admit that to yourself. This is what's happening, okay? Oh yes, I thought I was okay, but honestly, I really need to lose that 10 pounds. Or I think it's okay for me to go to bed at 1 a.m., but honestly, I feel so exhausted when I get up. But how could I change it? Well, write it down, be honest. This is something that you feel like you need to change. So don't just keep it. Or maybe there's a lot of difficulty in your relationships, and something's really not working, and you've been sort of like not talking about it. Maybe it's with your husband or your kids or your family, your cousin, your daughter, your sister. Things are really not working, and you've been not thinking about it because it's easy to kind of shove it down under the rug. Well, don't do that. Just write it down. Nobody's gonna read it. Okay? You don't have to share it. But once you're done, and take as much time as you want to. And honestly, you can start with that first part. Okay? And just take a break. Go for a walk if you have somewhere to go for a walk. Maybe take 5 minutes, do your self-therapy on the ball. Take a breather. Maybe you're gonna eat your dinner, or take your dog out, or play with your kids. Do something kind of distracting so you can sort of forget about what was on that piece of paper. Okay? But remember, I actually want to challenge you to be honest with yourself. Don't just like do a superficial thing like, oh yeah, I want to lose weight, whatever. No, actually dig deeper. Ask yourself. You may want to come back to this and write it again, And then when you're ready, and it can be next day, I actually want to give you a couple days for this. If you can do it on Monday, you're going to do the second part on Monday. If not, do this now, the first part, and then evening today, do the second part, okay? But make sure you have a little break and you have a little time to just kind of shake things out. So now we got this piece of paper. So we're going to fold it again. So imagine, like, I haven't written anything, obviously, because I'm going to do it later. But on this part, on this side, right, you got your old self. And now you're going to close it. Don't look at it anymore. And now you're going to write down everything that you want in your life, that you would want to be, and unleash your imagination, okay? Go big. Have fun. Actually, this is the part where you can have a true fun. You can actually start to create something that you don't think even is possible. So everything's possible, right? If we want to give it some attention if we want to put some work into it. So just write down. It's like, okay, my back never hurts anymore, ever. I can move, run, do whatever I want to, lift heavy objects, and man, it just never goes out anymore. Okay? Write it down. It's awesome, right? Don't worry if it's unrealistic. Or I just created those amazing relationships in my family, I am talking with my sister again, and we became best friends. Can you believe it? Like, we didn't speak for 20 years because, we both were holding some grudges, and it turned around. We're like now best buddies because we actually understood we're so alike. Okay? Or, I actually nailed down that sleep routine. I go to bed at 10 and get up at 6, and I feel amazing because I'm getting the right sleep and nothing's disturbing me. I figured it out. Okay? Anything that comes to mind. I don't know what's in your life. I don't know what is troubling you and what you want. This is your exercise. What else? Like, you can just imagine, like, I'm living in this amazing house out on the beach and I'm swimming in the ocean every day. Why not? And my body feels amazing. Like, I have the perfect weight. I'm strong, healthy. I'm just radiating, and everybody's just like, whoa, what happened to you? Like, you look amazing. You're so healthy. What did you do? So imagine yourself, whatever you want in your life. It can be bigger. It can be something really, like, I found my dream career and I feel like I'm really contributing to others. Like, I'm contributing on a big way. Okay. I'm giving out my true gifts. And describe it. Like, what would that be? What would that be? Because I don't know, right? Some sort of a job, some sort of a business. Art. Maybe you really love painting, but you never have time. It's like, oh yeah, like, I actually started painting and I created those amazing art pieces, and now they hang in the gallery. Say whatever you want. And yes, and of course we're talking about health, but I honestly want to open it up for you. So it can be about health. It can be about how you feel in your body. Like, I feel amazing. I'm running. I'm going to the gym and there's no pain. I'm riding my bike. I went to do a triathlon, or gosh, who knows, right? So write it down. It's your imagination. And so now we're gonna have two pieces here, two sides. Okay, sorry, I'm not thinking that much today. So you're gonna have this one with the old piece that you don't really like that much, and then you're gonna have this one with the new one, the one that you really want to be. Okay, so I want you to put that aside and just let it rest for the whole day. Okay, let it marinate and forget about it, and just maybe do some self-treatment, get on the ball, do some stretching, watch out my other videos because I'm showing a lot of stuff that you can do. Okay, so don't tell me you don't know what to do. And next day, I want you to come back to it and open that up and look at it. Just look at it. Imagine I have writing here. And I'm looking at my old self and my new self. And just kind of give it a little attention. Think about it. Like, whoa, what would that be like to actually transform like that? What would that feel like in my body? Who would I be? Who would I be to others? What would I contribute? What would I bring to the world? And I want you to start thinking and give yourself a whole week. And you can sort of, like, what I like to do is, like, when I have a thought, I like to record it on I usually send emails to myself. And that's why my email is a mess, because I have like all those notes all around. And so, but do it the way you want to do. Maybe you have a journal, or you just write it on pieces of paper, or, on your computer. Maybe you're more organized, right? Clearly you can see I'm not organized. But Write down, and this is very important, like anything that comes to mind for you. Write down what could I do? Where could I reach for help? What could I change to actually transition from that old self to the new self? Assuming you really want to be that new self, because you wouldn't have written it, okay? So one thing is, like, sometimes we forget about our desire. We kind of let it go to the background and we're disconnected from it because we don't believe that it's going to happen, and because in the past it didn't happen. So we're thinking, oh, because it didn't happen in the past, it's not going to happen again. I've made so many mistakes. I'm just going to like drift in my life. So, past performance doesn't guarantee future performance. You know that if you ever own stocks or crypto or anything. So, remember, I want you to really start sharpening your mind and trying to look for solutions and ways to actually change from the old to the new. So I'm going to come back on this whole subject because there's more pieces to it. But this is pretty cool, because once you start brainstorming and writing down those potential solutions, maybe somebody you need to reach out to and speak with. Maybe it's a book that you need to read, a podcast you want to listen to. Maybe it's changing a routine little by little. Maybe it's actually writing down what you already are doing. For example, if you're struggling with weight, writing down everything that you eat for a week. That can be absolutely eye-opening, okay? Maybe if you're struggling with pain, write down everything that you do that makes it worse for you, and then write down everything that does make it better, or people you can reach out for help to about it, or maybe different exercises or technique that you can do, right? It doesn't matter. Just open your imagination. This is brainstorming. Write down all the different bridges between the old and the new. So I call them bridges. So we're going to have three parts of it: the old self, the new self, and the bridge. The bridge is the solution. The bridge is the work. Okay? So let me know how it sounds. Give me some examples of stuff that you wrote down. I know I said you don't have to share it, but if you want to share it, do share it. I'd love to hear from you. So you can even take a screenshot and show me your picture, or you can DM me that. I would love that. It would help me so much to know how to serve you, and also provide you with some potential solutions, because this is what I do, right? So, and maybe give you some ideas about what your solutions could be. So awesome. So Monika here, and do your homework, have fun with it. And if you want to take it deep, if you actually want to change your life, do take it deep, make it profound. Okay, we'll talk to you soon.